Hello, friends. I'm Reverend Krista Taves, coming to you from the beautiful and serene sanctuary at Eliot Unitarian Chapel, and I'm standing in front of one of the stained glass windows that was installed here in the 1970s after a fire destroyed the entire church except for its stone walls that were built in 1859. I'm coming to you today with some really great news. Our sanctuary is full every single Sunday. We are having more than 5 guests on any given Sunday. We're also having long-term members we haven't seen before the pandemic re-entering into congregational life. It's a great time to be here. The singing is fantastic. There's a warm, welcoming feeling. There is so much joy in the room. And what it means is that we're going to have to go back to 2 services. 2 services has been the norm for this congregation. It started back in the 1990s when the church was growing very quickly. But after the pandemic, we shrunk, and there wasn't critical mass to have 2 services anymore, so we went down to 1 service to help us reconnect. And now, obviously, it's time. It's time for us to restore what we had prior to the pandemic, which was 2 services on Sunday morning. Now, I know that this can feel anxiety-producing and also comforting. Comforting in the fact that, wow, look at this, we are getting to go back to what we had. But I know there can also be some anxiety because we've liked worshiping together as one community. It's got a really unique feeling to it that we're all together. But in fact, what's happening now is that we're so full that there isn't room for anyone else. We're having people come to service, see the packed sanctuary, turning around and going home because it feels like there's no room for them. We can't keep doing that. We need to ensure that there is room for everyone who wants to find a place in this community. That is one of the central things about Unitarian Universalism, is that we are welcoming, and that we are welcoming of all kinds of people, and that we are a generous people. And that generosity means that we are duty-bound to ensure that there is literally a place for everyone. So we're going back to 2 services, starting on January 7th in 2024. Now, I hope that I can count on you to help make this a success. And there's 4 ways that you can help us do that. Number 1, there's going to be a congregational conversation this Sunday at 11:15 in the sanctuary after our worship service. This is a place for you to come with your questions and your thoughts and your ideas. And why does that help us? Because we need to hear your thoughts and ideas so we can incorporate them into the larger plan of returning to 2 services. We really need to hear what you think and what you want. Secondly, you can make it a priority to come to service in January. Wouldn't it be great if the sanctuary felt full in both services as we launched them? So please make a commitment. Make a commitment to yourself and make a commitment to this congregation that you will come as many Sundays in January as you can. Third, we are going to need volunteers. We're going to need more greeters, we're going to need more welcome team members, and we are going to need more coffee people to help get ready for our fellowship hour, which is a very important time in our congregation. So in the letter that went out this week, there's a link where you can go and you can sign up to be either a welcome team, coffee person, or a greeter. We really need you in that capacity. And finally, how can you support this change? How can you support us achieving our goals of making room for everyone? Is to be patient. Whenever there's change, big change like this is, people can get anxious, and we want to see the results right away. We want it to be great right away. And it's going to take some time for us all to get used to it. There's going to be fits and starts. We're going to have to, reconsider some of our assumptions. We're going to have to make little tweaks here and there in order for this to work. So be patient. Giving us your patience is an act of generosity that will always serve us well. So I look forward to seeing you on December 3rd. I look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I'm very excited about how we're moving forward. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you have offered to this wonderful, beloved community. Take care. See you Sunday.